have to say it. I just have to say it. I am sick and tired of the church scandals. Twice a week? We always hear the church scandals. The church pastor is doing this and doing that. Well, honey, Marvin, he is back in the news. And what he did to this lady, how he embarrassed her, is just gross. But you know what? It's been happening time and time again. So let's talk about it. And I want to hear everybody's opinion. Let you guys know I am Jessica Kahaino. All right. You are watching YouTube, Jessica Kahaino Hot Topics, where we are talking about true crime, politics, entertainment, a little bit of my business every now and again. So I just welcome everybody to join in. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa Wilson. How are you doing? Hey, Trinity Love. It's so good to see you. All right. Hey, Jess for the tea, please. Come on. Let's get these likes up. I'm glad that you guys are here. Let's get these likes up. We have a full discussion for you guys. On this live, I'm talking about 4 topics. The church scams, because I'm sick and tired of this. You know, all this money. The economy is kicking a lot of people behind, and you are pretty much begging these individuals that work a 9 to 5 that are poor and middle class for $2,000, and she gives you $1,200, and you say, turn around, that's not enough. You're not being listening. I said 2,000. The Christian God is not telling him to make these people give him $2,000. Okay, I was raised up as a Christian. I know the Christian God. No, Jesus was very humble. He didn't care about all that money and stuff like that. Giving him $2,000 is not going to get you into heaven. Isn't the whole thing about getting into heaven? Making sure that your lifestyle is aligning with Christ, so therefore you can get into the gates. I'm sorry, but these pastors and these individuals are taking y'all down a dangerous road, and it's not to the pearly gates. It's somewhere else. You guys have to have discernment. I mean, you guys are following these leaders, which are awful. You guys are following these fake kings, which are taking your babies away. We have to talk about that. It's a story in Ohio. And this mother, leaves her 5-month-old baby with her boyfriend she only known for 3 months. And he does the unthinkable, all right? We also have to talk about the mother in Texas. She leaves her 9-year-old in the car. And guess what? Mind you, this is in July. It's really hot out here. Who leaves their daughter in the car? And her excuse, well, I can't afford daycare. Listen, kids cost, okay? Close them legs. And you guys are trying to pressure more people to have more kids when people can't even afford it. We can't afford it. Stop pressuring kids on these individuals, because clearly, in this topic of today, especially these 2 reports with that 32-year-old man, his name is Glenn, that's the boyfriend in Ohio, between this mother in Texas. Listen, these kids are in danger when it comes to these adults and these parenting. All right. And also we have to talk about what happened in, I believe, Georgia, Savannah. Not sure. Don't quote me on the location, but I'm sure it's Georgia. Chick-fil-A. This officer, he's an African officer. He was so surprised. He was like, oh, my goodness, I cannot believe that they are treating me like this because of my color. Where have you guys been? You know, all that fuss, oh, racism don't exist anymore. You know, everybody's equal. Yeah, right. That's the stuff they want you to believe so they can shut you up. And so many of you guys just drunk the Kool-Aid. You guys are so desperate to be accepted. Okay? You drink anything. But I believe more of it's going to come. And I feel like a lot of it's coming from the younger generation. You hear about the Gen Z. I don't know if you guys heard about Nick. He's like one of the leaders. And to be honest with you, I watch Nick sometimes. Yes, he's the R word. But I feel like he says the quiet part out loud. He says the truth out loud, and he really tells people how his people feel about them. And I like it. I like it, okay? And man, when I tell you he dragged the hell out of Candace Owens and really stuck it to her, I say, yes, Nick, even though me and you, we don't get along, but you know what? I like that you are a truth teller. I can respect that. I can respect it. All right. So let's get back on here. Starting off. Are you guys in here? How you guys doing? Let's get the likes up. We can do better than that. All right. All right. Looking good. Look at you. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. All right. So going here. Let's play this clip and see what he's doing in here. Check this out.
McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
These men do not like women. They don't like these women out here. And to be so cocky and to be so arrogant to say, you know what, your $1,200 is not worthy, come back when you get 2,000. All right. Who does he think he is? Beyonce or somebody? And these individuals, they're following them. Do you guys, and let me ask, and maybe you guys are one of these individuals, do you guys think giving him $2,000 is going to get you guys into the kingdom of heaven? Huh? I mean, you guys are crazy out here. You're giving these pastors $2,000 when you can barely make rent due. You're allowing grown men to live in your house rent-free. What is wrong with y'all? Okay? I don't understand, y'all. I don't get it. If I was a church goer, no way. I'm not giving you $2,000. I ain't even gonna give you $1,000. I ain't give you $500. I talked to God. God did not say that. That's some stuff you making up. This is a scam. And I guess, men know how to play on women's emotions. They say the church is full of women. This woman out here, she's a woman. So maybe, these pastors, I think they pimps, okay? They pimping out these women. Oh, I can't say, okay, they pimping out the queens in the church, okay? Because I'm trying to do some different things when I use my certain verbiage, right? So I think that these pastors are pimping out the queens in these churches, and these fake kings are pimping out the queens, and they are staying with these queens. They're getting over on these queens. They're telling these queens, I love you. They're telling the queens, you can trust me. And they keep on falling for the okie doke, and it's sad. Oh, my goodness. You guys are seeing it here. I want to go in the comment section, see what they're saying about this for a second. They said, cancel that check and find another church. I mean, she should have been do that, but she's not going to do it. These individuals, they are obsessed. Like, this is like, what do you call that? Let's start with a C. Like, the CULT, that mentality where they just obsessed with a person, like they feel like this man is the closest thing to God and this man is the only way they can enter the kingdom of heaven. Mind you, this man over here, he's fornicating, he's lying, he's gambling, he's doing all the abominations, he's doing all the sins. And you don't even see it because you don't have any discernment. Your God is these pastors. So it sounds good to tell her to cancel the check, but she's not going to do it. She is far gone. When you're giving that much money in this economy to a pastor, you're so far gone. I don't think she's going to cancel that check. What do you guys think? Press 1 if you guys think she's going to cancel the check. Press 9, she ain't going to cancel that check. She's over here scraping up more money, selling her SNAP cards, talking about some, hey, give me some money for this SNAP so I can go get my pastor this $2,000, okay? That so I can get my blessing, because I ain't blessed because I didn't give my pastor the money. Pookie and Ray in jail because I wasn't obedient to the man of God. The man of God told me to give him $2,000, and I didn't have $2,000, so therefore I'm going to get cursed. I don't want to get cursed. I got to be obedient to the man of God because he's a man and he's a man of God. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Help me, Jesus. That's their mentality. It's so wicked. It's so wicked. And you cannot tell them anything else. They said, that's my pastor. He the man of God. How dare you speak on my pastor? How dare you? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Okay? Child, please. Okay? Stop with the theatrics. Okay? Remember, you get off on emotions. That's how people get you to donate, is based on your emotions. So therefore, they get mad and get so emotional, all that huffing and puffing and beating on their chest as if they're doing or saying anything. And you're still at the same situation you were when you first started, square one. It ain't changed shit, but it makes them feel good when they yell and they get so emotional, hopping and jumping around that church. Woo! Girl, what are y'all doing? Okay, I guess that's their mentality of a club. And have you guys seen those videos of these pastors? They're like putting stuff on their head and they just fall on out. They fall on out, just falling out. I'm like, you guys are crazy. And okay, talk about insanity. Talking about delusional, okay? Like, what is going on? But you know what? I don't judge, okay? Let those people do what they do. Just don't come to me with the bull crap, okay? Just don't push your shit on me. That's it. Now, once you start pushing your shit on me, that's when I have a problem. Once you start projecting as if I'm supposed to live the way you believe, then I'm going to have to go upside your head, okay? Don't play. I'm letting you live, okay? I will have you question your own identity. I will have you question everything you thought was real. Don't play with me, okay? I'm letting you live in peace, but don't start pushing that on me. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it. All right, so let's go in here. They said this pastor ain't enough. My question is, if I went to the pastor and I need $2,000, would he provide it to me? Hell no. Hell no. You're a sinner, okay? You're a sinner. You don't get no money. $2,000? Do you really think these pastors, all this money is going to be giving out $2,000 to their members who need it, members who are stressing out and they're single mothers and they are in need of $2,000? Hell no to the no. They're going to say, you need to pray. Something in your life ain't right. How did you get here? How did we get here? How did we get here? Something in your life is not right. You are sinning. And that is the reason why God has not blessed you. You need to get out of sin. Okay? And for me to give you money, no, I got to pray about that. But you are cursed. Something that you are doing in your life is not adding up. That is why God is not blessing you. You need to get that sin out your life. You are praying, but he's not picking up the phone because you're filthy. And that's why you need to come to me, because I'm clean. And I'm the only one that can talk to God and talk to him on your behalf. You got to get clean. I know you say you ain't sinning, but you're sinning. You lie, and the truth ain't in you. The truth ain't in you. That's why all the stuff is going bad in your life. You're not being blessed. You know, when you are doing the righteous work, God will protect you, Okay? Look at so many of us Christians out here. We are living blessed. We're going to brunch every morning. We're living a nice, soft life. But you're struggling. Something in your milk ain't clean. You need to get on your knees and stay there. Yeah. I don't know. I feel it. Okay. Now give me the money. Give me the money. You want your blessings, right? Give me the money. Don't be obedient. Give me the money. Okay. Girl, it's another pimp. All right. But let's keep on going here. What else they said? So this ain't panhandling to y'all. The way I would have snatched my check out of his hand in Jesus' name. Okay. But you see, your mindset, you wouldn't even go to that church anyway, And you know what? This guy, he's so popular. He does it all the time. Let's play it again. He does this all the time.
I, Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfection.
First of all, he don't even like her coming up there with them kids. Where your man at? That's how the church people think, okay? Ugh. Women with kids with no man. Because what they call it, male identified, okay? It's a new term I'm learning. Okay, I did a live or a video. I just posted up earlier today. And I titled it, Male Identified Woman. I was like, fuck, what is that? Y'all come up with so many terms. I'm like, shit, is they talking about me? But no, I'm not male identified, okay? Hell no. I might be transgender. I might be born as a male, but I'm not male identified. Okay? Hell no. My life does not center around a man. Okay? Hell no. My validation does not come from me having a man in my life. No. But they said that's how the male identified women are. They look at you like, you ain't right. You don't got no man in your life. You're not worthy. And I remember that teaching, growing up. I remember people having that mindset. So I do feel like we are groomed to be male identified thinkers. Cause I remember people was like, girls, you need to get married. Who gonna want you after 30? Your life is ruined. Ain't no man gonna want you after 30. Ain't you need to be married by 25 and having his kids. You need to cook and clean. Ain't no man gonna want a woman that ain't cooking and cleaning. Ain't no man gonna want a woman who got too many bodies. You over here looking like a hoe, dressing like a hoe. Ain't no man gonna want that girl. Okay? Damn. Wasn't they wrong? Because these men, honey, they are marrying these women that don't cook, don't clean. They are marrying these women that got educations. They are marrying these women that are plus size. They are marrying these women that may be unattractive. Oh, you gotta look pretty. Ain't nobody gonna want your ugly ass. Hell, okay? Do something. You don't got no breasts. You don't got no body. You looking like a boy. Ain't nobody gonna want you. Okay? So the whole mindset was you have to look a certain way to please men. You have to be a certain way to please men. Because if you don't have a man and you don't have kids, then what are you? You're nothing. Okay, and people are going to look at you weird. What is wrong with you? Something has to be wrong with her. She's over 30. She has no kids. And she doesn't have a man. She's a lesbian. I knew it. She has to be a lesbian. She's a lesbian. Oh, my goodness. Don't have her around your kids. She might turn your kids out because she's a big fat lesbian. And why else won't she have a man? It just don't make any sense. This is what we do, But thank goodness for 2025. Because everything that I've been taught in my society is a big fat lie. They lie. Woo! Y'all lie so much. And I guess that's why a lot of people are so disappointed in 2025 because it's like, oh my goodness, I wasn't raised like this. This is not what they told me that life would be because we live in a different world, a different society with different rules, with different norms, with different languages, with different verbs, with different pronouns and shit. And they didn't prepare us for this life, okay? They're not even prepared for this life, okay? So I like this life. I wouldn't change it for the world. Was I prepared? No, I was not. But it was a pleasant surprise for me. Okay? It was a pleasant surprise for me. Okay? Thank you, Jesus! Thank you, Lord! Woo! Honey, I had some mountains, but hell, listening to so many people out here on this internet, honey, my life was easy. I had it easy. Hell yeah. Okay? My biggest turning point was coming out. My 2 comings out. That was and that's it. Other than that, I ain't struggling. Shit. That's it. And that's just more so head and emotions. But other than that, I'm blessed. I truly am. Thank you, Jesus. He's covering me. Okay. All right. So let's go to TikTok to see what they're saying about this. You guys know I got a TikTok, right? I just got in a TikTok, child. Okay. And guess what? Okay, we'll get on that later. But let's hear what the people have to say about him on TikTok. And I like her. I like this girl. What's her name? Her name is Nosy Bystand. Girl, I like you. I endorse you. I support you. Okay? I like her. Let's hear what she got to say. I haven't watched it. I can make it smile. I got her face all up in, the damn camera. I know. I did a live a long time ago. And I had callers call in and they had their face in the camera. I had other callers say, can you tell her to back the fuck up? Why your face in the camera? It just reminded me of that shit. All right, so I have to back on up. All right, and you know what? With TikTok, I love it. TikTok, girl, they be coming on with their bonnets, no hair, no makeup, no nothing, okay? They just be whatever. I love that for them, all right? Now, I would never do that, okay? But I love it for everybody else. Everybody got to do what works for them. You know, I do what works for me because I'm me and it works for me, okay? Okay, enough about me. Let's get to the shit because I'm about to tell you something else. All right, come on, let's go. Play.
Snatched my $1,200 up from that pastor talking to me crazy. And it was right here where I would have snatched my check back.
Giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
He's probably like that. This is why we don't let women in leadership. They don't listen. Okay. Cause you know, in a church, I was raised in a church. It's very male identified centered, you know, religion is very male identified centered. I can't say that N word that y'all be saying misogyny is that misogyny and all that patriarchy. Yeah, it's that. All right. Come on, girl. You gonna talk?
Well, I'm gonna work on.
Also did it in what looks to be like her grandson, who are well and properly dressed for church, and listening to his grandmother or his aunt. I don't really know the relation between these two.
Hold on, is she not even wearing a skirt? I don't think Marvin even like her. Okay, I don't think he like her because first of all, she's not feminine enough for him. Second of all, she's not wearing a skirt. She's wearing a whole suit. Back in my day, which I don't agree with, okay? I was raised homophobic. I was raised transphobic. I was raised all the negative shit you can think of. I was raised patriarchy. I was raised misogyny. I was raised homophobic. I was raised all that shit, okay? Yeah. So, excuse me if I have some residue. All of it. Possibly. I don't know. I don't really check myself. I don't be thinking, because I'm self-centered. You know, they said you can be male-centered, you can be self-centered. I'm self-centered. Like, everything is just centered around me. I don't care about nothing else. But anyway, I say that to say, when I was growing up, they dislike women that dress like men. And they want it to be opposite. You know, women should have skirts on, but nothing should be too short, like above the knee. You have to be lower than the knee. And, you know, you have to present a certain way. You couldn't have your cleavage out. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, looking at her, she got the suit on. It's nothing wrong with it. Live your life. I love this for her. But I'm saying, I think Marvin probably disliked her 2 for that too. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Giving a heartfelt testimony about the seed that she is sowing. And for you to get up here in that funky pinstripe suit and tell her that wasn't enough is crazy. Because $400 in this economy, Pastor Winans, Bishop Winans, whatever you call yourself, is a lot of money. I can't believe he said that. When I saw this clip, I was floored. And the problem is that no one is going to admonish him for saying this. They're going to show up to church every week and they're going to do exactly what he says, when this is the type of behavior that should be corrected and the type of behavior that makes people not want to go to church. And I would have snatched my $1,200 up from that pastor talking to me crazy.
Well, that's Jesus. You know, they look at it as, like I said, he's the closest thing to Jesus. All right, so let's move on, honey. Let's move on to him, okay? When I tell you this guy, I wish I had a bigger picture of him. Let me blow this up. Ooh, girl. Glenn. Let me tell y'all about this story right here. Glenn, 32 years old. Okay? He is disgusting. Okay, watch what I say. This fake king is, let me tell you the story, okay? So this happened in Ohio. All right. I'm just making sure I got my ducks in a row. Yeah, this happened in Ohio. And he has a girlfriend. His girlfriend have 3 kids, a 5-month-old daughter, and 2 other kids. Okay. Now they got together and he's living with her. Y'all don't see a problem with that? Why do y'all keep on allowing these fake kings or any king to live with you? Okay, you're supposed to stay in his house, not he's staying in yours. After 3 months, what else has he been doing to these kids? I'm going to need all the kids checked out. Well, anyway, she said she was gone for an hour. I'm assuming she's going to the store. She took 2 of her kids with her, but left her 5-month-old baby daughter with the 32-year-old man that's living with her that she just met 3 months ago, possibly on a Facebook dating app. Okay? He probably got a record and everything. All right? But she took him in like a stray ass dog. And he did the horrible thing to her daughter. She said within an hour she came back home and he was gone. She went upstairs and the baby was limp and was barely breathing. She called 911. They came. Then, the daughter is not here with us. And they said that the daughter passed away from some trauma. And you already know forced entry trauma. Okay. Damn, this did not have to be. These counterfeit queens and these fake kings, they're getting on my nerves, okay? They are destroying. Man, she's gone. 5 months. She didn't even get a chance to live life, And in the court, the mom, she told Glenn, the boyfriend, she said, I trusted you. You told me that you can be trusted. And I trusted you. And you took my daughter away from me. Listen, y'all gonna have to be accountable too. I'm so sick and tired of y'all trusting these fake kings. I'm so sick and tired of y'all being naive. I'm so sick and tired of y'all keep on believing the nonsense every time we tell y'all to leave them alone. Do you not watch the news? Do you not see what's going on the internet? Okay? Every day it's disruption. The fake king unalive his girlfriend. The fake king unalive his kids. The fake king doing something nefarious. Okay? You can't trust them. They cheating, whatever. You know how they are. Hell, you're not special. Is that what you think it is? Well, he's not going to do it to me. Listen, what he does have nothing to do with you and everything to do with him. Don't be naive. What does that mean? That means that if someone is a liar and a cheater, it's nothing you can do to change who they are because that's who they are. You guys have to start accepting people for who they are. That's another issue. You think you can change someone, or you just believe the hype if he says, you can trust me. Damn it, is that all it takes? You can trust me. I love you. Is that all it takes? No wonder. They are taking advantage of you in church. They are taking advantage of you in your own damn home and taking your babies out and stealing your damn money. God damn. They are making a profit off of these counterfeit queens. Okay, in the church, they just taking their money. And then in the bedroom, honey, they taking your baby, so they taking your life. And this can all be avoided. All can be avoided. She should have never invited that man in her home. She should have never allowed that man to live with her. She should have never let that man be around her baby unsupervised. 5-month-old daughter, and none of her kids are his kids. It's not the biological dad. What in the hell are y'all doing out here? Okay? Yeah. Who could you imagine going back home and your man is gone and your baby, you see all this. I'm not even going to describe the scene, but it looked like a crime scene. And he's gone and you're trying to reach him and he's not picking up. And you would think, well, why didn't you call the cops, sir? You know they anti-cops. You know they can't stand law enforcement. You know they can't stand authority. They have no respect for authority. They don't fear God. They are, I got to watch my mouth. Okay, so that is what's going on with him, all right? Oh, I didn't want to put her up here, but I will go here on TikTok to see what people are saying about this, all right, to give you guys some more insight.
She took the baby to the hospital, was frantically texting the defendant to try to figure out what had happened to her child.
Columbus, Ohio.
Ohio man unalives his girlfriend's 5-month-old baby girl after only been dating for 3 months. 32-year-old Glenn McIntosh is being charged with murder for
Time out. This woman, this queen, ain't she moving a little fast? Damn, you got a 5-month-old. That means you was just with another man, right? If you got a 5-month-old, you was just with another man. Now you done moved in another man. What is obsessed with y'all? What is wrong with y'all with these men? Damn. What, man? And he probably came from prison. Okay. 5-month-old baby by another man. And you are moving another man in and you only been knowing him for 3 months. So this man possibly been doing this horrible stuff to that baby at 2 months. 2 months. Trust and believe this right here. It wasn't just one time. No, this been going on for a minute. And maybe homeboy, he was just a little bit more aggressive. Maybe he was just a little bit out of hand at this time. And he didn't even have respect enough to call the mother to say, hey, girlfriend, because that was his girlfriend, right? Hey, girlfriend, this is going on with your daughter. He was so ashamed and he was so afraid, like the coward he is. He ran. When the police tracked him down, he says the daughter fell and bumped her head. But under more investigation, they found that was a lie and he was the cause. And you already know what he did. You know what he did. 5 months. But is this our first time hearing about these kings doing this? This ain't the first time. Damn. This ain't the first time. So what do y'all got to say about this? Put in the comment section. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Let's get the likes up. If you guys enjoying my commentary, let's get the likes up, you guys. You guys can do better than that. All right, let's get the likes up. Island Girl says, some women love to let broke, dusty men move in their places. Island Girl, for what? What? What is the benefit, Island Girl? Huh? You already got kids? Man, and you don't even spend enough time with those kids. Was he paying bills? Hell no. Hell no. Something wrong with these queens. Something wrong with them. Something wrong with these queens, period. Something wrong with them. They not there. You need to get his checked out and get they checked out too. Something wrong with that. Something wrong. And I thank God. Woo! I thank God that I did not have a mother or father like these kings or queens. I am blessed not to have a mother and father like these kings and queens. I am definitely blessed. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me some good parents. Okay? Because this right here, no excuse. Oh, my God. So I want to see what they're saying in these comments. Did we look at the comments over here? All right, so I go over here. I go down here. They said 3 months isn't long enough. Duh! You can't even get a degree in 3 months. And besides, this queen, she got a 5-month-old baby, y'all. A 5-month-old baby. So at 2 months, she was already searching because she met him when the baby was 2 months. So before that, she was already out in these damn streets. Not focusing. Let me focus on my babies. Now let me bring another man in. And I guess she was using that man for a babysitter and doing the babysitting. You know what he was doing to the kids. While she out here working, he's a effing babysitter. Doing you know what to the kids while she's at work. Isn't this a fucking... Oh, I don't want to cuss. Isn't this a damn movie already? Isn't this a movie already? She's working. He's at home playing poke and beans with your damn daughter. You know what? A part of me knows she knows it. A part of me feel like these mamas knowing it. They know it. They know it. They know it. They know it. I don't think they just as naive and just so clueless like they like to pretend to be. I think they be knowing it. Hell, I'm not a mother, but hell, that's the first thing that's going to be on my mind when a man is going to watch these kids. Outside looking at him like, he going to try to do you know what? What happened to the mother instincts? Shit. What happened to that? What happened to the protective mother instincts? Whew, these counterfeit queens, I tell you. It's something else. All right, it says, I feel she needs to be charged too. You damn right. You damn right. Press 7 if you feel like she needs to be charged too. She needs to be charged too. Hell yeah. Charge her ass. Charge her. Charge her. Because you know why? When she gonna get another man and they're gonna do the same thing to other kids. And I guess that's the trade-off. Spend time with me and I'm gonna give you my kids and you're gonna babysit my kids. And they only with these girls for their damn kids. Where is the biological dad? Somewhere that don't care because she probably was a one-night stand or man, where is the biological daddy at? Somewhere he don't care. These things don't care. They don't care. He probably looking at it like, well, at least I don't got to pay child support. He's unattached from his biological daughter. The way this mother was moving, most likely he is unattached from this biological daughter, and he's going to look at it like, well, at least I don't got to pay child support. It's a reason for everything. It's sad. It's sad. That's my daughter. It's sad, but God does everything for a reason. Woo! Woo! They are rejoicing. Yeah, they are. All right. So, is he the blame? Yes. And I side-eyeing the mom for her decision. Yes, 2 things. Of course, she's the blame too. Because if it wasn't for her trusting a demon inside of her house, allowing a demon to babysit her 5-month-old daughter, this would never be. What happened to the protective mommy instincts, okay? Talking about protective mommy instincts. Oh my goodness. Can we go to another mother? Can we go to another queen? Okay. Let's talk about her. Okay. Another mother. Now this mother, I'm assuming she's a single mother as well. I don't understand. The payoff. I know some women they want to procreate because they want to be a single mother. And they have the mindset and they can afford to be a single mother. I salute them. I don't have no issues with the mothers that want to be a single mothers and they got the financial will too. But the issue comes in when you don't want to be a single mother. You don't have the financial gain to be. You can't fucking afford to be a single mother, goddammit. Hell, listen, if you can't afford to be a single mother, close them goddamn legs. Okay? Put a condom on. Y'all don't believe in condoms? Put the rubber on. Okay? You know you can't afford it. So and please stop. I'm sorry. In 2025, it's no more excuse. Well, he told me he loved me. That ain't flying no more. Well, he said I can trust him. That ain't flying. You know the kings lie. They're gonna lie. They're gonna lie. They're gonna lie. That's what they do. Lie and cheat. Lie and cheat. They're gonna lie and cheat. Lie and cheat. They're gonna lie and cheat. Do Cardi B need to make a song about it? Lying and cheating so I can get through your thick head? They're gonna lie and cheat. So all that love and you could trust me and I ain't gonna never cheat on you. Lie, lie, lie. You know it's a damn lie. But I guess you want to believe in the okie doke. But does it benefit you when you believe in the okie doke? Because what happens is you believe in the lie and then next year you get disappointed and then you get devastated because the lie that you believed in was a big fat lie. And now you want to drink. Your mental ain't right. You got trust issues. Oh my God, you can't sleep, baby. You can't eat, baby. All right. And then guess what? After he do you wrong, you get with another one. And he does the same thing. Then you get with another one. Okay. Are we tired of the patterns here? Are we sick of it now? Can you just stop it? All right. So I'm assuming she's a single mother. She says she was at work and it was hot. It's July. You know how hot it gets in July. And we are in where? Texas. Texas. Do y'all know how hot it get in Texas? Child, I don't even live in Texas, but I know it get hot like a motherfucker in Texas in July. So her 9-year-old daughter is in the car while she's doing 8 shifts. She didn't come and check on her daughter during her lunch break. No. She said, I've done this before a few times. I just can't afford it. Honey, her daughter passed away. Passed away in that hot ass car. No excuse. No excuse. No excuse. No excuse. All right, so let's hear it for the news article. So I believe she's going to be, she charged for murder, as she should. You cannot love your daughter if you're going to put your daughter in that situation. Hell, she would have been better off in a foster situation. Because with you, she died. She would have been better off in a foster situation. At least you could have gave her a chance of somebody loving her. I know you guys say, it's so many horror stories with foster parents. Well, hell, it's so many horror stories with the real parents too. Damn. How is the real biological parents, it's just as horrible as the adopted? Damn. They both bad. Okay. So let me play this thing. Let's get the likes up. Can we get the likes up? Make sure you guys have subscribed here to Jessica Kahainor. Hot Topics. I like that. You guys know the commercial Hot Pockets. Oh, I just made that up. Jessica Kahainor. Hot Topic. I did that. You see how God works? So I'm always going to be creative. All right, so let's hear. Come on.
Cubes and gave her melatonin to help her sleep. Court records showed Akai Node told investigators she did not check on her daughter until after her 8-hour shift was over because she was too busy. When she left work, she found the child unresponsive and screamed for help. Her daughter was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Now, according to court documents, the medical examiner's office found the young girl's body temperature was 108 degrees, and they said her cause of death was hyperthermia. The mother admitted this was roughly the 4th time she left her daughter alone in the car while she went to work, with the most recent time being the day before this incident. She claims she couldn't pay for daycare until she received her paycheck, but court documents say 36-year-old Ebemisola Akayinode admitted to law enforcement that she left her 9-year-old daughter.
Woo, honey, wouldn't she be better off leaving her at home? In that hot 90, man, in July in Texas, it's like probably 120. The windows were rolled up. She didn't even let the windows down for the girl. You know that girl would have climbed out that window for her life. She kept the windows up. Look at her. Okay, do y'all remember? It was a Tyler Perry movie, and Whoopi Goldberg played the mother, and she was real religious, right? And she was crazy or whatever. She remind me of that. Yeah, she remind me of that type of mother, you know? Yeah, there's some crazy parents out here, man. All right, so let's go down here to the Chick-fil-A, and you know I like me some Chick-fil-A. I just had me an Oreo shake not too long ago. Man, it was bussin'. Those fries be bussin'. The Chick Licks be bussin'. Ooh, the Sprite Cherry Berry be bussin'. I love that Sprite Cherry Berry. Y'all creative with that Sprite. All right, so let's hear it.
August, 4 members of the Clover, South Carolina Police Department stopped at this Chick-fil-A on Robert C. Daniel Jr. Parkway for breakfast. One officer who's black says that his 3 white colleagues were given their meals for free, but he was asked to pay. Now he's speaking out.
When we arrived at the place, we went inside. It was only 4 people in line. It was myself and 3 other white sergeants. We were all sergeants. We were all dressed the same. We all got in the same line, and we all ordered the food. I was the last one to place my order.
Sergeant Tracy Reed says he and his fellow officers were on their way to Cordell, Georgia to pick up several police vehicles when they stopped in Augusta to eat. He tells me the other officers had their orders taken by the cashier who was training someone. When it was his turn, someone else stepped in.
When I came up, the team leader came to the register. When he came to the register, he took my order and I paid. I had to pay for my food. He told me, the meal, and I didn't say anything about is my food free or why I didn't get mine free, because we cannot ask for gratuities.
Sergeant Reed says he was upset and embarrassed by what he believes was blatant racism. He tells me he wasn't the only one who noticed the alleged slight.
When I came back to the table, the rest of the sergeants were very disturbed, as I was disturbed. I was almost in a rage.
Sergeant Reed wrote a letter to Chick-fil-A's corporate office about the matter, and a few weeks later he got a letter from the franchise's owner along with 2 coupons for free meals. He says it's not enough and wants to see the restaurant improve training so something like this doesn't happen again. We reached out to the location's owner, Kenny Hanna, who referred us to the corporate office. They told me that the employee doesn't normally work at the cash registers and was trying to help. They claim he wasn't aware of the policy regarding discounts for first responders. Chick-fil-A sent us the following statement from Hannah. We regret the unintentional impact this incident had and sincerely apologize to our guest. We were deeply concerned by this claim. It appears to have been an honest oversight across separate lines and registers. We are strongly committed to supporting our community's first responders. In Augusta, Kim Vickers, WJBF News Channel 6. In August, 4 members of the Clover, South Carolina Police Department stopped at this
Woo, what do you guys think about that? Ain't it sad? Ain't it sad?
Chick-fil-A is at it again. They gave 3 white officers a free complimentary meal, but told the black officer he had to pay. So Clover Police Department officers from, I want to say South Carolina, all of these officers went to a Chick-fil-A in Augusta, Georgia. They stayed together the whole time that they was in the Chick-fil-A, and they ordered their meals together, but one by one. So all 3 officers go through the process of the cashier giving them free complimentary meals, because this is a policy at Chick-fil-A for police officers, for law enforcement. But as soon soon as the black police officer, Tracy Reed, gets up there, they make him pay for his meal. He goes back to his table, humiliated and embarrassed. And one of the officers, Thomas Burnett, was like, I seen what happened to you. You want me to go speak up about this? The black police officer, Tracy Reed, was like, no, don't speak up for it. I don't want to cause a scene. So later on, Tracy writes a letter to Chick-fil-A corporate office about his experience in Georgia. And the manager of Augusta, Georgia, writes him a letter back stating that, oh, I'm sorry, this perceived to be a racial incident, but it wasn't. Here's 2 free meal gift cards. Tracy and the police officers that he came with, he showed them the letter, and they was all upset because what are you talking about perceived? This actually happened. This is not a perception. We seen it. So they sent the letter back to corporate, and then they responded, well, oh, the shift leader that was over the cash register, the individual don't work that position, so he made a mistake. So more gaslighting from Chick-fil-A, because all of a sudden you get it correct on 1, 2, 3 white police officers, but the 4th police officer, who happened to be black, you make him pay for the meal. Come on, y'all gotta stop with the gaslighting. And I give a lot of credit to those white police officers for actually advocating for Tracy Reed, the black police officer, because they could have went along with the gaslighting, like, oh, maybe this is an honest mistake, right? But 3 times, and they tell you to get over it, right? Get over it. Chick-fil-A is at it again. They gave 3
Ooh, honey, I tell you, it's sad. Now, this is what I want to know. Where are all the black king? Ooh, where are all the fake kings that all these podcasts? Why they ain't speaking up for the brother? Huh? Well, he is, but I'm talking about the popular ones that always yapping. Who you talking about? I'm talking about Stephen Smith. Why he ain't speaking out? I'm talking about that Judge Joe Brown. Why he ain't speaking out? Okay? It's a lot of them that's always yapping. Okay, Dr. Umar, why he ain't speaking out? Hello. Honey, they be so fake with it. But, honey, this is all I got for today. Did you guys enjoy me on Jessica Kohai? Damn, what is it? Jessica Kohai Noi. Hot topics, okay? Did y'all enjoy me? Okay, press 2 if you guys enjoyed me. Are you guys going to come back again? I hope so. Make sure you guys like my video. Make sure you guys share me. You guys know I need the support, honey. I got several YouTube channels, and I'm all trying to make it pop. It's a struggle, but guess what? I am so determined. I'm so determined. All right. On my homepage, when you go to Jessica Kohai Noir Hot Topics, okay? On the homepage, you can see all of my channels. So make sure you check them out with the ones that interest you, I just want to say thank you all for giving me your time. I really appreciate it. I really do. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.